welcome to another edition of Around the Lumberyard, the official podcast of your Clinton LumberKings. Andrés Tejeda here with Chris Mickelson. Chris, a tough another week of baseball. LumberKings go 3-4 on the week. Initial thoughts?
Didn't want to make this a habit.
Yeah. Don't want to make it a habit. Fortunately, LumberKings go 3-4 in their last week of games. They were 1-2 at home and 2-2 on the road. You got swept by the Bees, and that's a game that you need to win at least one.
You don't want to see. I had it written down here in little, pre-podcast notes. The playoffs looming. 4 games left in the regular season before Friday's playoff game on the 1st of August. So it basically comes down to Illinois Valley versus Burlington. Who do you want to play, and how do
Yeah,
that's the matchup here at Nelson Corp Field.
Yeah, and Burlington and Illinois Valley are pumping up their stats, rather, taking a look at the team hitting stats. The teams that lead the league in hitting when it comes to average, Burlington's number 1, LumberKings number 2, Illinois Valley number 3. So the entire Northwest Division
Sorry, Quincy.
Yeah, the entire Northwest Division is hitting very well. And unfortunately, the last couple of games where those hits came in were against the Clinton LumberKings. Yeah. 2 11-5 losses to the Burlington Bees in back-to-back days. It was funny. I looked at my scorecard. 11-5 loss, 11-5 loss, 2-hour, 53-minute.
That's crazy.
In exact amount of time. So it was exactly 2 repeats of games that were, one, you needed to win, especially against a team that was getting hot like Burlington, especially on a team like Burlington who's playing for something right now. And now the LumberKings, unfortunately, don't have the best record or top record in the Western Conference. Now it's looking like the LumberKings might go, if they win the first game of the divisional championship, over to O'Fallon or Cape, because O'Fallon has basically clinched. They went on the 17-game winning streak that went into last week. They got 20-some wins and only 4 losses. That's a hot team. So even if you do get past the division championship, you got a real hot team in O'Fallon, who, by the way, 5th on the list in batting. And who's 4th? Cape. So,
wow.
The Western Conference is padded. It is stacked right now.
So it's safe to say that the best conference is the Western Conference.
100%.
So that just means, I don't want to be the doom and gloom guy, but so that just means the Eastern Conference is going to somehow roll. But no, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know who I want to play, to be honest with you, Illinois Valley or Burlington. As a fan perspective, just by the eye test alone, I'd say the Pistol Shrimp.
Yeah.
Just because when it comes to playing here at Nelson Corp Field, I feel like we've probably only lost to them one time all year.
Yes. I will say, so yesterday, LumberKings took a 9-5 loss to the Pistol Shrimp on Sunday at Schweikert Stadium in Peru, Illinois. Here's the thing that I've noticed. The LumberKings have what they were doing in the first half of the season. We're putting on runs early. We were scoring in the first inning. I think we started the season, first 4 games we scored in the first inning. So we were getting on hitting. Now the LumberKings, unfortunately, are being put down 1, 2, 3 in the first 3 innings. And when they finally start collecting hits in the 4th and 5th, which is why we're seeing a spike in runs in those innings, they're getting used to the pitching and they're starting to see the bat swell. But by that time, you got a guy who's already warming up in the pen and ready to go. That's exactly what happened last night. We saw the very good closer, Preston Primo from the Pistol Shrimp, who has one of the most unique pitching forms I've ever seen. He can fire the pitch over the top or at a 3/4 arm slot, and he can connect very well with the zone. When you got a guy who's got 2 arm slots who can paint the corners, you don't know where the ball's coming, and it's zipping by at 99 miles an hour. Not 99, but 90 miles an hour. It's hard to hit.
So you got to get to those Pistol Shrimp early because you don't want to see him in the 9th inning.
You got to get in front of the Pistol Shrimp early because Primo's going to be waiting in the pen. So Pistol Shrimp have always had very good pitching. Right now, currently where they stand overall as a ERA for a club, they are at 5.23. That is 6th ranked by the Prospect League. LumberKings at 5.07. There was a point in time where the LumberKings were the first best pitching team and hitting team in the league. And I would say these last 2 weeks have just been kind of a slippery slope, regardless of the LumberKings record, which as of recording, we are 32-18, which that is a great record. It's really good. However, you're now up 14 games when you were up 18 at one point.
Yep. And that 32-18, that only puts us at the fifth best record in all of the league.
Fourth or fifth.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And you're having a solid year. So that just tells you what we have in store in the playoffs. We're going to run into some really solid teams. No more, slaying our division. We're going to have to go actually. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say this is going to be easy, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
August 1st is going to be a lot of fun here at the ballpark.
It is. And that's the thing. I know things sound all doom and gloom, but here's the nice thing. Nate talked with head coach Jack Dom earlier today. He said he's feeling pretty good still, despite the recent slide. He says that he's setting up and resetting pitchers and position players for Friday. So, what does that tell us? We're going to get fresh arms. We're going to get fresh bats on Friday.
Fresh legs.
Does it mean that we're necessarily going for the overall record? Well, we're going to try to get the wins where we can and make sure that we have guys who are playing who might be reserved, who are ready to go if they need to come in the playoffs for Friday's game. So there's a lot of positives to look at, and some of the positive is what we got to look at the overall season. Again, LumberKings 32-18. Their best hitter right now, Brett White, batting .383.
Machine.
He has the third best batting average in the league.
He's an absolute machine. He's so much fun to watch. That smooth. We talked about it last week on the pod. His smooth swing, his smooth approach. It's a lot of fun just to watch him smoke a baseball up the middle. I mean, hits to all fields, which I love to see. I love guys that don't just dead pull hitters, put the shift on, and they're screwed,
Next best hitter on the team, middle infielder, Drew Turpins, who was an all-star, batting .368. I mean, there's your starting middle infielder. Starting catcher, you got two guys you can go with. You got Noah Thine, who's batting .366 with an OPS of nearly 900. And then you got Nick Ventiker, who's been doing very well with the bat. Or, I'm sorry, not Nick Ventiker. I was looking at the wrong side. So, Noah Thine is your starting catcher, .366. You got Jamie Rasmussen, who's been solid at third base defensively, batting .306. James Hackett, who's had a turnaround year from last year, just batting a little under 300 at .298. He can play DH. He can be your outfield. Same with Jamie Rasmussen. He can be a DH as well. Jalen Ziegler's been solid in center field, batting .291. Cougar Cook, who's only played in 13 games, batting .290.
What's under the radar guy for me has been Coonrad.
Yeah.
That just flying under the radar, just consistent, going out there doing his thing. I love watching that guy play too.
Yeah, Colin Coonrad at .329 right now. Unfortunately, not on the team moving forward, but that's a guy who's been very helpful. He's been a good leader for the team. I mean, the amount of guys that I've seen talk with Colin Coonrad on the bus, chopping it up. Those are the guys that we talked about early on in the season, talking about who are going to be those leaders, who are going to be the guys that guys look up to. And so it's a tough loss to see Colin Coonrad go, but again, he's a big reason why the LumberKings are where they were, or where they are, 32-18. Other guys I'm looking at, Sam Weezy, all-star, batting .289, and leads the team with 25 walks on the year. So he's got a guy who can see the zone very well, who gets pitchers deep into counts, drives the pitch count up. So Sam Weezy, I'm thinking automatic first baseman for opening playoff games.
We've talked a little bit about players that aren't here. Nick Ventiker, unfortunately, Mulkey, Coonrad. It happened. We're not the only team that's experiencing it. Don't feel bad, LumberKing fans. Like, this happens to every team in the league, whether they have to go back to college or they have vacations scheduled or spending time with family before going back to school, or their college coach says that's enough, you're done playing for a while. Yeah. This happens to everybody in the league, so other teams are facing this. It's a nice juggling act that not only Coach Don, but every other coach in the Prospect League has to deal with. And it's unfortunate. I mean, you grow close to these players because these players are very personal with all the fans. Oh, yeah. If I'm sure you have. If you're listening to this podcast, you've come out to Nelson Court Field. All you have to do is just stand by the gate, and somebody will approach you and probably sign something for you if you ask them to politely. Yeah. Don't just throw something out, hold something out at people and expect. I mean,
I'm looking at the guys who have left. Alex Schimmel finished 12 games, batting .371. Colin Coonrad, we talked about, 25 games, .329. Jalen Martinez, who's played in only 16 games, batting .302. So, I mean, Martinez is a guy who could come back. Caden Frommel, who's done, he went .292 through 18 games that he started, and he got 18 RBIs and 3 home runs. Like, these are guys that are, very crucial to the lineup, but that's the beast of the summer league, unfortunately, where guys will come in and come back. Talking about guys who came back, Manny Esparza is back. He played in his first game against the Pistol Shrimp, got his first hit since May 29th.
Welcome back, Manny.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you.
His last game was June 6th. He played in only 4 games. His 5th game, got right back into it. First at bat. Nice little drop into center field. So, I mean, there's a guy who can back up catch for Noah Thinen if needed. He was looking solid. He got plunked, so the OPS or on-base percentage is going up. So, single and hit by pitch, we'll take him. Any way to get on base, especially against a team like the Pistol Shrimp. So, again, a lot of good options here for Friday.
Yeah, I trust Jack. I know a lot of. I mean, I've heard it. I've heard the whispers. Maybe a little louder whispers sometimes as of late because only 4-6 over the last 10. Not the best stretch we've played, and we've talked about last time. You don't want to roll into the playoffs absolutely struggling, but you also don't want to roll in there smoking hot, because you're at that mindset of you gonna lose at some point. It's baseball.
Yeah,
you don't want that one loss to be the one you need to win. So. But now, I mean, here we are. It's crunch time now. We're down to the final 4 games of the regular season before Friday.
Yeah,
the big one.
I think with what Nate said it with Jack is right now they're making sure that their top guys are ready to go come Friday afternoon, come opening August 1st, so that these guys are ready to go, ready to fire on all cylinders. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot of unique mix-ups in the lineup. Remember, this was a team at the beginning of the season. You could have 3 different lineups and win any game.
Yep.
So now it's
we did that.
We did that. We did exactly that. Now it's like, okay, of those 3, of the mix and matches, do you go with one of those 3 that have all the guys who are here, or do you go to a 4th with a brand new look?
Just hit the baseball. That's all. Just hit the base. But we can't overlook the pitching that we've had.
Yes.
JC Dermody, I can't throw flowers to that guy enough. His 4-0 on the season, 3.28 ERA, just incredible. I'm a big all-star JC Dermody.
Yeah.
Brody Myers, same thing, 2.73 ERA, 4-0. So we have the arms. I feel like we have the arms to get us there. Just have to. It always seems like one bad inning. That's all it takes is just one bad inning.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened against the Pistol Shrimp.
Yep.
Dermody. 6 innings of work, and it wasn't until that inning, that 6-run inning, that Dermody really was he was untouchable until then.
Yep.
LumberKings had a 3-0 lead against the Pistol Shrimp, and then back-to-back hit by pitches bring in 2 runs, and then you had the bases loaded. One guy who's got 3 home runs on the day is going to get lucky, hit a bomb over to left field, right down the left field line. That's a grand slam. There's 6 runs right there. You're down double what you put up.
Unfortunately, yeah, that's nature of the beast. They see him 2 or 3 times, a third time through the order type thing, and all of a sudden the game has just switched, and now you're trying to play catch up.
Yeah.
Now that gives them confidence, and their pitcher has a lead now, so he's pitching more confidently and pounding the strike zone. He knows he has 7 guys behind him that want to play baseball, so he's not afraid to put the ball in the zone and make him hit it.
Yeah. Yeah, looking at this past week of the starters, we'll go ahead and give you our pitcher of the week. Jake Weisenberger, 1 appearance, he got a save, 3 innings. That was that game where the LumberKings won, where they went with 3 pitchers, 3 innings each. It was a good morning, good afternoon, good night sort of situation. 4 strikeouts, 1 hit through 3 innings, a batting average of 100. So he shut down 9 guys, only gave up 1 hit. I mean, that's a solid outing for a reliever. Luke Curley was big, 2 appearances, also got a save. Was in that game where the LumberKings and Quincy Doggy Paddlers went to extra innings and a doubleheader. Was able to shut it down.
Wild game.
Oh, yeah.
The 30 runs, I believe, was scored in that game.
Oh, 30 runs were scored in that game. Yeah, it was a 17-15 victory.
In a 7-inning game.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. Whenever you go to Quincy, just get a hotel room because it's never going to be a short night. You're not going to want to drive home. Games in Quincy are tough because, well, at least for me in the press box, they have one of those hotel air conditioners. Mm-hmm. So you think, oh, perfect air conditioning. No, it's broken. It's busted.
Of course it is.
And there are 2 windows on the side. And this is not me dragging on Quincy. Quincy's got a lot of good renovations that have happened. They're going to have more renovations moving forward. But when your PA announcer brings basically a little industrial personal fan and uses that the entire game. I'm kind of just sitting there trying to lean back, get some of the excess air coming through, just because it's so hot.
Yeah, but it's been a warm summer, so
well. If anyone listened to me and my rants on the air, I was talking about the corn sweat, and you're just like, that's playing a factor. So, I mean, you're getting into the dog days of summer, the dog days of baseball. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're seeing it even with, Major League Baseball. I mean, any Chicago Cub fan or White Sox fan has been watching the Crosstown Classic, and that was a hot game. Oof. They were talking about, I saw it on WGN earlier today, or on my Twitter by them, that there was like heat exhaustion at Wrigley Field. People were being taken off the field, security, players, fans, because it's so hot. And I mean, you're here on the river. Mm-hmm. It's hot. There's a lot of corn, So the other thing too is when you're sweating, there's so much moisture in the air, your sweat doesn't evaporate.
Nope.
Which
just lingers.
Yeah. And so it's like you're being dehydrated. You're trying to play these games. Then you're like, well, how do these other teams do it? Well, let's look at the facts. O'Fallon, 17-game winning streak. Who are they playing? Nobody who's batting over, no one who's winning over 500.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nerve-wracking few days here at the ballpark.
I mean,
we're home at least. That's a good thing. You don't have to go to Quincy.
No,
so you can deal with your own press box, which is gonna be nice.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Illinois Valley's got a nice press box, but I mean, going back to like other teams in the league. Rex Baseball, who's in the Central Division, they've already clinched the first half. The team that's looking to clinch the second half, the Boyd County Bombers, no one in that team, including Boyd County, has a record over 500.
So should we just place a bet now that they're going to win? They're going to make the championship? That's how baseball works.
Yeah, but no, it's crazy to me because O'Fallon, and I'm not going to say that a 17-game winning streak is a fluke in any way, shape, or form, because winning 17 in a row is tough. Winning 4 in a row is tough. The LumberKings have won 6 in a row twice this year. They've only lost 3 in a row twice.
But however, those 2 are this week.
Yeah, the 2 are the last couple of days, and that does sting a little bit. But again, this is a team that knows what winning is like. And when it comes crunch time, if there are guys on this team that care about bringing a championship back to Clinton, and I know there are, they're going to do everything they can.
Starts with Jack Dom.
Yeah.
Jack Dom knows what he's doing. He knows what lineup when to pull a pitcher. That's what Mike Funky, is for. He's in his ear. So, yeah, I'm confident in our coaching staff, veteran coaching staff, Terry McGinn, Trevor Burkhardt, Mike Funky, and then the big man, Jack Dom. He has his finger on the pulse of that team. He's not. Yeah. He may look, if you watch him there, if you just see him standing by the dugout watching the game, he may look stoic.
Oh, he does it old fashioned. He tracks pitches.
Yeah.
He's got the clipboard. He's tracking pitches. He's numbering them off. That guy does it old school, and it works.
He cares
absolutely
deeply
does
about winning a championship.
Yeah,
they're just winning baseball games. Every game, Jack Dom is. I mean, if you watch him after a loss, walking back to the locker room, he's not a happy camper.
No.
He may look again stoic, but you can just, if you know the guy, he's bubbling on the inside. He's ready.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, there have been times where I've been in those locker room situations. I mean, we were getting ready to go play the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp a week ago. That was when we started our skid, and they started talking strategies. Like, all right, we can't just keep messing around here. We got to figure it out. This is a team that runs on us. So what are we going to do for the running game? And he starts telling like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do X, Y, Z. I'm not going to give away our plays, but we were able to pick off like 3 guys in that game in Illinois Valley. Despite losing, we were able to get the running game short. What happened after that? We went to Thrillville, and a team that steals like crazy, 130 plus steals at that point, the running game was non-existent. So, I mean, these are the small wins you gotta keep an eye on, and this is a team that's continuing to do this. That they'll come together. Everything will come together. Again, it goes back to the fundamentals. Do the small things right, good things will happen. Throw strikes, you'll see what happens when it comes to your defense. Your defense is solid. However, there's the irony is that the LumberKings, unfortunately, have been making a lot of errors in the last couple of days. From balls going under the glove, through the legs. That's where Jack Dom's going to want to start cleaning things up. Is, all right, we got to go hit the field, do drills, maybe get I forget what it's called, but it was like, I know there's a tool for it, and it looks like a glove without like fingers, and it's like a little pad. In high school, my coach would make us do a wooden board. Mm-hmm. So we have to hit the ball with the wooden board as opposed to having the leather padding. It was a wooden board and like a burlap strap. So like your hand would be really itchy and red afterwards. Your palm would be covered in blisters because it's just wood and you're getting line drives hit to you or short hops. So maybe it's, go back to the fundamentals. And I mean, this is not me trying to tell any of the players, because I know our players listen, that, hey, you're a bad defender. No, we had the best defense at one point. We've turned 30 plus double plays. We've hit in less than 25 double plays, or around 28 double plays. This is a team that can defend very well. We've had a lot of outfield assists, plays at the plate. I mean, I can't help but remember that 5-inning game that got rained out in Illinois Valley, where the LumberKings had that relay from center field all the way to the plate that kept the game ahead by one run, a 5-4 victory. Yeah, Illinois Valley might want that one back, but guess what? A win's a win. And at the end of the day, they don't ask how, they ask how many.
So our fielding percentage right now is .958 as a team, 71 errors committed.
Yep.
Versus 78 committed against us. So we're right. I mean, we're below that number, which is always good. You don't want to commit more errors than your opponent. But
then you got a team like the Pistol Shrimp who come in with a 55 team.
Yep, they're just fundamentally sound.
And the thing is, they made errors in that game. They made 2 errors, 2 big errors. And
we didn't capitalize on them, unfortunately.
We did not. But, I mean, these guys know what to do in those situations. I mean, we had a wild pitch where 2 runners came around to score. I don't think I've ever seen that. The ball was knocked off of, I believe it was Weaver, the catcher for the Illinois Valley, knocked off of his glove, went maybe 3 feet to his right, underhanded it to the pitcher, hit off his glove, went maybe 7 feet up the first base line. Jalen Ziegler's hustling from second, comes around to score on a bang-bang play, where I make the call, I get heckled by fans below me. So, no, I wasn't saying whatever. It was what it is, what it is. At this point, you can't argue it. But these are guys who are wanting to get those runs, and that brought us within a 7-5 lead. Fortunately, a 2-run home run later in the game would make it 9th,
I believe.
Top of the 9th. They get those 2 runs on a 2-run shot from a guy who doesn't hit home runs very often.
Just takes momentum. It's a kick right in the gut.
So the LumberKings need to find those gut-kicking momentum shifts in the game if they want to stay ahead. And the thing is, they've been able to do that. They did that against Quincy in the extra innings in that 17-15 victory.
Oh, they don't quit.
No,
this
they
team
don't.
Does not quit.
The last 3 games, the LumberKings have had either the tying run or scored at least 1 run in the bottom of the 9th inning. They've had guys in scoring position. They just haven't been able to find a way to finish, and they've been out about 5 or 6 runs.
Yeah, let's just not get to that point
on
Friday. Let's just get a big old lead and just take it all the way to where we have to be.
Yeah, and again, there's a lot of the idea of, it's doom and gloom, but you got to look at the small wins. You got to understand that the teams that are getting hot now were not hot when we were.
Nope.
So it's like, okay,
they're going through hot streak. They're hot streak.
Yes, they're going through the hot streak, and unfortunately, when you get to playoffs, everything that mattered doesn't in that point. It's you got to win 2 in a row, and then you got to win 2 out of 3.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter what your record is. You battle to get here. Congrats, you got one of the best records in the league, but if you lose that first game, oh well.
Doesn't matter.
Does not matter.
Doesn't matter. So,
exactly.
So it's win game. So you throw, I know it's a cliche, but you have to throw everything at the wall game 1. Because if you without game 1,
game 2 doesn't happen.
The old baseball cliche, there is no tomorrow.
Yep.
Old sports cliche.
Win or you go home.
Win or go home. There's no tomorrow. Literally, this is it.
I guess the only silver lining is we are home, so if we do lose, hey, not a long trip, but
we're gonna be pretty grumpy.
Oh yeah. We're not going to turn into Vancouver or Seattle or something where we start burning cars on the river or whatever.
That might happen if we win.
Again, it's been what, 1991 since the last time we had a championship, and actually we're filming with the trophy right in the room.
Yeah, it's right here.
It's lonely. It would like a new friend.
Ted Turno would be very happy.
I'm sure Ted would come back just to hear if we were in the championship.
He'd come back for watch the game.
Yeah.
Yep. I'd have him probably throw out a first pitch even, I'm sure.
I'd have him climb a ladder. Climb a ladder out on the lumber lounge.
Come back anyway, Ted.
Yeah, he came back sometime earlier this year. I think it was right before the season, but obviously Ted was a big part of this organization. Was
25 years as your general manager.
General manager of the year, I think, in the 90s.
Changed this ballpark for the better.
Oh, yeah.
Went from your old mom and pop ballpark to an actually fan-friendly, family-friendly ballpark.
Stuck around even when minor league didn't want to be around.
Yep.
I mean, he's done very good, and he set up Nate Vanderbleek, our new general manager, of now his second season, which Nate Vanderbleek has not had a losing season.
Nope. He's not gonna this year.
No, he's not. He's gonna have one of the best records and one of the best starts that the LumberKings have had since joining the Prospect League.
Hopefully, we can get that playoff win Friday. I know we sound like a broken record, but
Yeah.
man, Friday is just it can't come soon enough for me personally, just because I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
But doubleheader Tuesday, Quincy game. Wednesday, 2 games against Quincy, 3 games against Quincy.
The 3 games gives you the doubleheader on Tuesday, then the final regular home stand on Wednesday, which is
go invade Peru.
Yeah.
So take over that ballpark.
We usually have we have LumberKings fans come out. I saw a few of them yesterday.
Yep.
It's not a long trip, and if we win that game, I mean, imagine the caravan back home, and then we got a playoff game in 24 hours. I mean,
would it be Sunday? Is the 3rd?
Would be Western Conference.
Somewhere out in Missouri, I assume.
It would probably be in not Terre Haute. It would probably be out in Cape Girardeau or O'Fallon. Yep. Again, there's still a chance LumberKings could host if
we win out.
If we win out and Cape loses a few more games or 2 of their next, I think 5 or 6 games, I think we can win it out.
There's a chance.
But then Cape needs to beat O'Fallon. And let me tell you about O'Fallon. O'Fallon's got a very large ballpark, and when the games matter, they pack the house.
So it gets loud.
It does. However, historically, the LumberKings have done very well against O'Fallon. We scored, I remember, 10 runs last year in 1 inning against them. So, I mean, it's a LumberKing friendly park. It's a hitter friendly park. I remember R.J. Sherwood hitting one off the top of the visiting clubhouse in right field. One of the cool things about O'Fallon is they got the manually operated scoreboard in right field. They got the red monster out there.
Love that.
So, you have the old classic baseball. But I also think, it's a trip down the Mississippi River. Anyone wants to come down?
Trip. But we're not going to let's take care of business first.
Yeah.
We got to win on the first.
It's fun to dream when you're in this position.
It is.
And I think that's the other thing. Would you rather be where Illinois Valley and Burlington are now, where their futures are undecided and freaking out about, oh my gosh, who are we going to, how do we win now? Because the thing is, both these teams have won their last 3 games. Mm-hmm. They have a doubleheader in 2 days.
Against each other, right?
Yes, and that could determine who comes to Clinton. Then it's like, okay, then we go to Illinois. Let's say Burlington wins out. We go to Illinois Valley. What does Illinois Valley have to play for other than pride? And then does Jack Don put out the guys that he's like, okay, let's see.
He's going to set up his pitching staff. He's going to set up everybody.
So it's like, okay, that game becomes what? Yep.
I'd rather be in our position 100% of the time because we can, as Jack is doing and has talked about with Nate, behind closed doors, not to give away anything again, but resting some guys, lining up the pitching staff, just so Burlington and Illinois Valley don't have the luxury to line up the way they want their pitching. I mean, their starter for the first game of the playoffs will be whoever's next in line. Ours is going to be a choice. Who does Jack want to throw out for the playoff game? Now, that's a great problem to have.
Now, you said you would rather face who? The Shrimp. I would rather face Burlington.
Oh, man.
Well, here's the thing. For me, I'm looking at the pitching. Mm-hmm. We have done very well pitching-wise against Burlington, especially Will Schufrieder. And actually, I made a mistake earlier. It was not Dermody who pitched against the Pistol Shrimp. It was Will Schufrieder, who was lights out until that inning. Let me look at Will's stuff here. Will was really, really good. He went 3 innings of no hit ball and then gave up those 6 runs in the 3rd. He had 2 strikeouts and a walk, gave up 7 hits. But the thing is, he was able to get out of a bases loaded jam without any runs happening. That was in the 1st inning. He was able to keep his cool, and he's done very well because he usually pitches on Sundays. He's won those games. He's a guy who, you can send out and not really worry about it. Against the Bees, he's been very good. Against the Springfield Lucky Horseshoes, which is who we've usually played on Sundays, very good. Those are games that we've won easily. So it's like,
I don't know. I don't care who he played, really.
Yeah.
Burlington, I feel, we've called him on this podcast, our little brother.
Yeah.
And I just feel like they're going to be way more motivated.
That's true.
Pistol Shrimp are coming off their championships. I know they were going to want to repeat. I mean, both teams are going to be highly motivated. It's the playoffs, so both teams are going to be very highly motivated to be here. I feel like we've had more success this year versus Illinois Valley.
Yeah, it's quite the conundrum to be in because remember how this season started with the Bees. They swept us.
Yeah, they sure did.
They swept us here at home, And then what did we do? We went to Burlington and swept them.
Mm-hmm.
And then we won the next 3 or 4 games against them. And then they swept us. We beat them they beat us on 3rd of July. We beat them on the 4th of July for the first time since joining the Prospect League because we had not won on the 4th of July. And then it's been back and forth. First time that the Bees have been able to sweep us clean since the opening week. Mm-hmm. So
I don't know.
It's a weird
It really don't matter
situation.
to me, I guess. I don't care either one.
But to your point, the Pistol Shrimp are 3-1 here.
1-3 here.
Or sorry, 1-3.
Yeah.
We're 3-1 against them.
Yes.
So again, it's all right. Are the Pistol Shrimp uncomfortable to play here? Burlington doesn't feel like they're uncomfortable to play here.
They're like a second home here.
Exactly. So I mean, there's a lot of different factors, but then again, you got to consider, well, who is playing at those times, who's currently on this team, and I think one of the guys on the team for Burlington that I'm a little nervous about is Cooper Schulte, which
he's hot right now.
he is making a case for batter of the year.
Mm-hmm.
40 some RBIs, batting average well in the 320s.
How many home runs does he have?
I think, well, he was in the home run derby too.
Against us, how many home runs does he have?
Okay.
Or how many doubles does he have?
I think he's got at least 4 doubles against us. I think he has 1 long ball. Because I remember making the reference that he was going to the home run derby at that call. But here's the other thing too. He's just got a unique story because he is an intern for the Bees. He shows up. This is what Liam Sample, the voice of the Burlington Bees, has told me. He will show up to the ballpark and just start mowing the grass, mowing the outfield wall. He's just there to work. He loves being part of that organization. And does it surprise me that he's the best player on that team? Absolutely not. You know why? Because he's putting in the work on and off the field when it comes to baseball or it comes to manicuring the field. It's the guys like that who are going to help bring your team up, and that's exactly what Burlington's been doing.
Yep.
There's a reason why Burlington has jumped up in the hitting average, and they're now the best hitting team in baseball. Granted, they're the best hitting team in baseball by .001 to the LumberKings. They're 302, we're 301.
Yep.
But there was a time where we were consistently 303, 307, 305. Mm-hmm. We're still batting 300. It's just
for a full season batting over 300 is
insane.
Incredible.
Yeah. Our OPS altogether is 816.
Yep. Take that.
Yeah.
You want that all day. I mean,
and I mean we're very good on the base paths. Our on base percentage is 406, which is 4th, if I'm looking correctly here on the list, is 4th in the league. The Burlington Bees have the highest on base percentage, but that's because the last couple of days have been doing very well. However, they are very good with extra base hits, 135. They've hit 37 home runs, which ties, oddly enough, Quincy Doggy Paddlers, but that's because they have the short porch. So they lead the Prospect League in home runs with 37 as a team. The LumberKings are at 22. However, the LumberKings are very good at hitting doubles, and all those doubles have been coming off the bat of Rasmussen. Mm-hmm. Rasmussen, I think, has 11 doubles on the year. Remember, just a week or two ago, he was on base 7 straight times in 7 straight plate appearances through 2 games. So it's kind of like, all right, you got an ace. Here's what my ace is, and here's the rest of the the 5 cards that I need, or the 4 cards I need to win the hand. Mm-hmm. So these are both teams that can win. Same with Illinois Valley. Here's Tyler Dorsch, who's been Mr. Pistol Shrimp for the last 3 years.
Yep.
He was very good against us on Sunday. And then it's like, here's the rest of the hand that I got. It's like, okay, well, who's got the high card?
I would like to see, we should have probably done this before, but where their pitching lines up. You know what I mean? Like, who's coming Friday? For either team. I'm just curious. Should have looked that up beforehand, but my one final plea to all the LumberKing fans out there on August 1st, I've been saying it all season since we clinched. Come
June.
here, be loud.
Yeah.
Make the crowd mic will pick it up.
Oh, this crowd mic will pick it up.
Let's
I got 2 mics.
drown out just everything. Let's just be
loud. Drown me out.
Every pitch matters when it comes to playoff baseball. And this place is electric. And if you should definitely be a part of it, I'm not just saying that because I work here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it for the podcast. I'm saying as a fan, this place is so much fun when the LumberKings are good and playing in the postseason. And we are this year, and it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
That game is, these fans live and breathe every pitch of LumberKing baseball, and I just want it to be loud.
Yeah, and this is it's going to sound like I'm putting shade to the Shrimp, but I'm not trying to, but Illinois Valley was silent yesterday. Mm-hmm. Even when their guys came up to bat, they're not getting ready for a guy who's coming up to bat. He has to hit. Okay, yay, cowbells, which are annoying. Cowbells belong in hockey, not baseball.
Yeah, keep those in Mississippi State football and let's just leave it alone.
But that's the one thing I love about this ballpark. There's never a quiet moment.
Nope.
Unless like some guy gets hit and it's like, oh.
Yeah, if somebody's hurt, then everyone just kind of.
Yeah.
Which just shows you how knowledgeable and how smart and how passionate the Clinton fans are for this baseball team.
100%. I think the other thing too is that the home field advantage at home, the LumberKings are, if I can get my sheet here correctly, LumberKings at home are 18-7. On the road, 14-11.
Yep.
So the hometown appeal is there.
Mm-hmm.
The hometown advantage is there. And so we can, and the guys have said it hundreds of times before. A lot of these guys have never played in front of a crowd like this. And it's hard to pitch against a crowd that is rowdy, especially on the opposing team.
Yep.
Because we've seen it for years when LumberKings guys, especially pitchers who have never pitched in front of a crowd, they lose their command.
Mm-hmm.
And these are guys who usually have very good command. Why? Because you got 6,000 eyes on you.
I mean, you're talking about guys that are coming straight out of high school, sometimes community college, where you're playing in front of your mom and dad's, and maybe a few fans that trickle in.
Yeah, sister, brother, grandpa.
We're talking diehards coming into this ballpark and being allowed in a big stadium, former minor league ballpark, with all the amenities. Just bring it, everyone.
And on top of that, they don't just come to watch the game. They come with the hope and belief that this is a team that's going to win the championship. And so there's a lot more pressure for the players when they know that. And the thing is, they're ingrained in the fabric of LumberKings fans. They're at host families.
Yeah.
They live in Clinton. These guys don't. There are some guys who will go home, but most of them live and stay in Clinton. They're Clinton natives for the next month and a half, 2 months, however long they're here. They live with the Clinton families. They know very well how ingrained this team is, not only to the city of Clinton, but just to baseball itself.
Yep.
And so if we could get a win here, I'm sure it's going to be talk all over the Midwest.
Yeah. Our old league, the Midwest League.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be like, congratulations to the Clinton LumberKings.
I was talking with Brendan King, voice of the South Bend Cubs, on TikTok yesterday, and he talked about when they won the championship here in 2019. They're like, we went out to the hotel, we bought out all the liquor at the gas station across the street, and they were just partying it up. And I'm sure there were Cub fans who were here to experience that. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that if we were to do that, we were to win here, win out at home, the streets of Clinton are going to be packed.
Yep.
At least the Canadian Pacific train is not going to be able to get through.
Nope. You're going to have to stop for a second because it's going to be rough. But I hope it is, because they're loyal, passionate, ready for August 1st to get here.
Yeah.
And they're going to be here tomorrow. Time of recording tomorrow for the doubleheader.
Yeah.
5:00. So if you get here early, if you think it's 6:30, it's not. It's 5:00.
And it's a doubleheader. You can get tickets for one game, stay for both. And also winning Wednesday. So if you got a ticket from any game that the LumberKings won on Wednesday, bring that ticket or show the ticket stub from the game that you were at.
Final regular season home game.
Final regular season home game. That's a game we want to pack out. So a good practice for the for the playoff game. Come on out, get your spot. Designate it. Probably can't do that unless you have box seats. Probably. But, get your seat, get here early.
So get here early.
Yeah. I mean, we saw fans pack the house, and then we had 4,000 fans for the Alex Vestia bobblehead day giveaway, which that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun and
a lot
chaos.
of bobblehead.
Absolute chaos.
The Alex Vestia bobblehead is a hot commodity now. I know for a fact that Alex Vestia does have one. His agent reached out to us, and he wanted more bobbleheads for his family. So he loves the bobblehead. He's seen it. He loves Clinton. He was a part of here. He played, I believe, 9 or 10 games as we're sitting right next to the Alex Vestia bobblehead. We're recording this in the Lumber Yard team store. So recording the Lumber Yard at the Lumber Yard doesn't get more full circle than that. But Alex Vestia was a big part of this team. A World Series champion with the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Pitched 4 of those games, by the way.
Yeah.
All the wins he pitched.
Yeah.
Congrats to you, Alex Vestia.
So there is a lot of winning culture from this team. I mean, we talked about last week the draft picks. Mm-hmm. This is a team that's talented. It's had talent for years.
The coaching's there. The team is there. Now it's executing on August 1st.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So come out, get your tickets for the next 3 last regular season homestands. Let's pack the house. Show the boys you got that that you're behind them all the way through. And then come August 1st, you're here. It's going to be a perfect night. Friday Night Lights.
Oh. We're going to be practicing August 30th or July 30th. So practice. It's like our dress rehearsal for August 1st.
Yes. It'll be against the Pistol Shrimp. By then, either we will know who's going to play us, or the team that we're playing will be the team that we play. Because they have more games to play than Burlington. Burlington needs to at least sweep in their doubleheader.
Which is Wednesday?
Yes.
So they're doubleheaders.
So time of recording now, it's Monday. They have a game against Johnstown. So they don't get a break.
Wow, that's a trek.
Well, they're here in Burlington. Johnstown comes out.
Still, for Johnstown, that's an absolute trek to get.
Well, they technically had the day off yesterday. There was a whole thing in Lafayette where it was a personnel issue, and we still don't know what happened. And that's not for this podcast, but if you want to check it out, go look at.
That's the Prospect League.
Yeah.
They have their own podcast.
Go do your own individual research. I'm not going to tell you. Do your own work. But, I mean, that's going to be a team who's already clinched the first half that the Burlington Bees need to face. Granted, they haven't done so hot in the second half.
They're gearing up for the playoffs just like we are. So.
Yeah. And the thing is, they have to travel more, so they would rather get those wins now.
Yep.
Especially if they have to come all the way back here for a championship game because they're in the Eastern Conference. Mm-hmm. So, again, the whole rambling here is get here, be loud, be proud, support your LumberKings, get your tickets at LumberKings.com. We'll see you on the doubleheader. We'll see you Wednesday. Then we'll see you August 1st. Chris, any final thoughts before we wrap things up here at the Lumberyard?
Be here August 1st and be loud. That's all I have to say. Go LumberKings.
Right. Yeah, make sure you get your tickets again at LumberKings.com. You can also watch games live at ProspectLeagueNetwork.com. Tune in also to listen for free at WCCIRadio.com or on 100.3 WCCI FM. For all of us here at the Lumberyard, for Chris Mickelson and Andrés Tejeda, this has been another episode of Around the Lumberyard. We'll see you guys on Tuesday for the doubleheader, Wednesday for the final game of the homestand, and on August 1st for playoffs. See you then.